we do an improvised movie on the genre of that month. And this month we are doing one based on Rankin and Bass. That is the, if you're familiar with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or The Year Without a Santa Claus, Jack Frost, yeah, those stop-motion animation classics. And what we need from you guys in order to start this show is for someone to turn off the phone. Yeah, there we go. As well as a tradition that your family does around the holidays. What is a tradition that your family does around the holidays? Anyone?
Make fudge.
Make fudge.
That's not code for anything at all.
Homage presents Making Fudge.
Well, hello there. I didn't hear you ringing over there. Well, I bet you've never seen a walking snowman before. Well, you have now. Now, the old wise tales tell you that once upon a time, Santa did this, and, well, Santa did that. But they never did tell you this story, did they? Well, let's open up our story on Santa's workshop, where we see a lot of elves rolling around.
Well, these elves sure were working hard for the holidays. Santa, he driving them hard, getting the work done. That's Santa. Quite a cheery fellow.
They make beautiful toys, all made out of wood. Wooden cars with wooden wheels and wooden dolls with beautiful dresses sanded right into the wood.
And what does Santa do? Well, I bet you didn't know this, kid, but Santa liked to smoke his pipe all day and just give orders. Because that's the real story I'm about to tell you now.
Now, the elves aren't the only ones hard at work. In the kitchen in Santa's castle, we see Mrs. Claus and her friends making fudge, getting ready to get everybody's sugar up for the big night. You see, it takes a whole lot more than just magic to get to all those houses. Santa's got to have a lot of sugar in him.
And one thing you might not know about cookies is they are nearly calorie dense enough to fly the sleigh. So Mrs. Claus and her friend over here, Miss Christmas, they've got to bake quite a bit of fudge, not only for Santa, but for his reindeer.
Now, as you can see, Miss Christmas is made out of the icing. And barely keeps a corporeal form. She's having a hard time keeping the fudge separate from her body, which is also a dessert. But she makes do. Now, let's leave the kitchen and let's check in with a couple of our friends just out in the Arctic wilderness near a giant cave. Oh, here they are now.
I bet you've never seen protesting reindeers before. Well, you have now. Because they were passionate reindeers that you've never heard of before. This is the true story.
These aren't Donner or Blitzen or Rudolph or any of those. No, these are the ones who want equal pay to Santa Claus. These are Reggie and Skeet, the magic reindeer, and their rabbit friend Defecto.
Now, Defecto has quite a backstory that you might have to talk about for just a second. He used to eat carrots all day until he discovered fudge. Now, Defecto, he runs around town just looking for just a good place to eat fudge and a good reindeer to disrupt. And here you can see that we have both of those things.
Now that we've seen the way that things are, it's time to begin our story, which begins with a murder. Let's go back to Santa's workshop. Whoa! Whoa! Hurry up!
Santa, we've been working almost all year.
I gave you a day off in July. Ho, ho.
Santa, I haven't had nearly enough calories.
We need to rest just a little bit. Maybe get some of that wonderful fudge.
Y'all are starting to talk like Reggie and Skeet.
I'm just saying, Reggie doesn't have bad ideas all the time.
Ho, 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 ho. You elves are funny. Keep working and, you know, stuff. Children need these wooden toys. You see, the joy that a child gets when they unwrap a cardboard box wrapped in paper with wood inside, that just can't be reproduced by non-wooden toys. Don't you understand? It's us or the trees.
I just want a break. Maybe like a pipe break, just like you.
Your tiny elf body couldn't handle all this nicotine.
I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
We'd have to give you a shot in a hospital. Your tiny heart would give out.
Well,
you'd barely be able to make it to Arbor Day.
Santa, you're right. That would be bad. We don't have health insurance, and I couldn't afford to go to the hospital.
Well, the elves were overworked, you see. But if you smell the air, you can smell the fudge wafting through.
Ooh, hold on, that's my cue. Not as thin as I used to be.
We follow that smell to the kitchen.
He just doesn't look at me the same way anymore.
I notice, Mrs. Claus, it's quite warm in here. But I'm keeping myself together because we have so much fudge to get through, and I just keep accumulating it.
This is all for him, too. None of it really goes to the kids. Did you know that, Miss Christmas?
So he has to go all night. All night.
It's okay. Diak doesn't come by here. I won't tell them.
Maybe I need to wear a net over everything.
Oh, I'll tell you something that he hasn't said to me in a long time. You're as beautiful as they come, and they shouldn't change you.
My candy heart feels so warm inside. I am glad for the day that you created me.
Oh.
In that up.
As Mrs. Claus and Mrs. Christmas were having a heartfelt conversation, our protesters were freezing outside, but they too were having a meaningful conversation.
Santa used to be so cool.
I know.
I don't know what happened.
We should have unionized.
We should have. We had the chance.
Come on, reindeer, give him the real shit. Let him have it.
Nobody even cares. It's so cold. Like if you're not part of Santa's gang, then you're just like in the North Pole. Like it's the only thing that's here.
We should be spreading propaganda to the elves.
My God! Bunny, whatever the heck you are, you're just, you need to stop eating all that fudge. You're super wired, and you're really annoying.
Hey, Reggie, we need the energy.
Fudge makes the world go round. Fudge is what powers Santa on the sleigh, and we deserve fudge.
That's it. That's how we can get him to listen to us. We gotta steal his fudge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fudge for everybody.
Fudge for everybody. Fudge for everybody.
As they
Fudge for
shouted, an avalanche of snow shelved down. Not upon them, but past them.
Oh,
Revealing a body.
I feel so sad for those cabins.
Oh no!
And that person.
What is this body?
Well, and have you know it, this portly gentleman was the real Santa, as he was dressed in all of his clothes and all of his hats, all to their surprise.
He looks familiar.
He's got a lot of hats on.
I think he's still alive. I think all that fat might have kept him warm.
Skeet, I think this is the original Santa.
Let's drag him into the cave and warm him up.
Okay.
This is not good for my plans.
He's
This
all-
is not good.
Oh my God, he's so fat. He's so
Oh my
fat.
God.
He's so fat.
Oh my God.
My bumps can barely drag him.
Okay. Wake up. Oh, he did. He woke up. Hey!
Where am I?
You're in a cave right now. But you just came out of an avalanche. I guess a frozen tomb kind of thing.
Is the year still 27?
No, Santa, you're not even close.
In his side, you could see he'd been pierced by a sharpened candy cane.
Oh, what is that? Oh, sorry. Maybe I should have left that in.
It's already out. It's already out. That's real gross.
Shove some hay in it.
Part of it's peppermint.
Shove some hay in it.
You had a candy cane sticking in your side.
Here, Santa.
Coming back to me.
Here's some hot chocolate.
That's how I was murdered.
With hot, oh.
No, with the candy cane.
With the candy
With the
cane.
candy
Oh, that was part of it. Oh.
Well, don't let it go to waste, Santa.
As all you kids know, Santa's an immortal. Candy canes don't just kill him, they just make him go to sleep when stabbed in the stomach.
We've got to nurse you back to health because whoever's pretending to be Santa Claus is sure making a lot of people mad.
Yeah.
We've been living out in the wilderness, and the elves don't get any breaks except for like one day in July.
No benefits. Only 1 day break.
Do you
That's
know?
terrible.
bad.
That's so bad.
I know. Do you know what it's like to not have dental when you're an elf?
Especially with
It's
as
not good.
much candy as they eat. Whew.
Yeah, that sounds terrible. That sounds really bad. Gotta get me all patched up, and then,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna fight to the death.
Now that we know where the real Santa Claus is, let's see who that imposter is.
Ho ho ho. Ho 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 ho.
Chris, are you up?
Oh, yes! Chris.
What are you,
One of my names.
what are you doing up?
Me? I have trouble sleeping because I worry about the naughtiness of the children.
I mean, it's kind of morbid. I mean, there's got to be good. There's a lot of good ones out there. That's why
Too many.
Oh.
Too many good children out there. Because it means I have to deliver more presents if they're good. And that's bad.
Are you saying you're changing the standards of children?
I'm considering it. Oh, possibly, ho ho ho, there could be a new system. Maybe we've had it backwards this whole time. Maybe instead of good children getting toys, maybe they are good only because of the incentive. And so instead, we should be giving good children bad things just to double check that they're nice, and then give naughty kids good things just to see if maybe it's their environment that makes them. Think about this. If you were a naughty child, you're having a hard time, maybe you don't have a good home life, and then all of a sudden, some magic a-hole drops a piece of burning rock in your house. Is that going to make you turn it around? I don't think so.
I didn't follow any of that. I'm going back to bed.
Knock, 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 knock.
Oh.
It's probably Miss Christmas. Just let her in. It's fine.
All right. Yes, it's through the normal door, not through a secret door. I told you not to knock here.
I've got secrets for you in exchange for fudge.
Meet me downstairs, Defecto. What secrets do you have, Defecto?
First, the exchange.
Please, there's more fudge where that came from. Ah! Secrets now.
Okay, okay, I'll come clean. Something came out of the ice. Something that you've been hiding for centuries.
Crap.
And you didn't understand, but he's not dead.
That's bad. Could it be good? Nope, that's bad for me.
Now, back at the cave, at the weeks leading up to Christmas, the kind, striking reindeer nurse Santa back to health and help him train for his battle with the evil Santa imposter.
Boing, 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 boing,
I don't know if I'll ever be in shape.
Yes, yes, you can do it. All you have to do is ho ho ho.
Oh, oh, oh,
No, you can do it. Keep going. Ho ho ho.
And you got Christmas magic, right, Santa? Where you been?
Hey guys, I'm sorry I ran off like that. I want to help the real Santa.
You look all fudged out again.
He's twitching.
I found it in the forest. I just
As
said I found
soon
it in
as the fudge touched Santa's lips, a new spirit, a humor of Christmas came upon him.
Well, that is Mrs. Claus's fudge, if I do say so.
How did you get Mrs. Claus's fudge?
I said I found it in the forest. It was...
She doesn't leave fudge out for anyone. Who did you get this fudge from?
I can't tell. It's a secret.
Speak, or we'll hoof you to death.
We don't have time for
Those
this
were the
loser.
reindeer I missed.
Yeah.
Missed you too, Santa.
We don't have any hard feelings about being the backup reindeer, even though the real reindeer are like never sick at Christmas or anything.
Now, because this is a television special, kids, we're going to leave the unedited DVD edition for you to see this murder. As we move on to the Santa's workshop again for the final confrontation of the two Santas.
Ho, 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 elves! Prepare all that coal for the nice kids. We need a big shipment this year.
We've just been working on wooden toys.
Look, I
We don't
made a
have
last-minute
enough coal.
adjustment, okay? You guys gotta be nimble.
We don't.
Not if I have anything to say.
Oh my God! It's actually Santa.
It is me.
Wait, okay, you guys are just they're so quick to assume that I'm the fake Santa.
You're just alike.
Oh my gosh! Oh, it's Skeet. She came back. She came back, Santa. She came back.
I came with real Santa, but now I don't know which one's real Santa. All right, I'm gonna kill one of you.
Whoa.
Oh, here, use this big wooden gun I've been painting for the last 2 months.
Go!
guns.
What's
Good
going
kill us.
on here?
Mrs.
Oh,
Claus!
Mrs. Claus, only you can help us.
Oh, Mrs. Wife of me. Mrs. Claus.
We found your husband, and now we've got him mixed up. We don't know which is the real Santa and which is the fake Santa.
Only you can tell.
Can you like kiss him and be able to tell him?
I would be delighted.
Hey,
Hey!
Christmas is saved.
She's been living with the imposter for quite a few years now. I don't think that she's a good judge.
Just to be clear, nothing's happened.
You've lived with him for 1,000 years and nothing's happened.
I lived with you for 1,000 years and nothing really happened either.
So it's my
You know how
fault.
to tell the difference. Fudge. We will have a fudge eating contest.
Defecto, why? I mean, yes, that sounds like a great idea.
Santa loves fudge.
That's true. That's very true. That's so, yeah. Alright.
Whoever eats the most fudge without having a massive culinary wins.
I've been doing this for thousands of years.
You're the best around.
I'm still on my first one, but don't take that as I'm just working my way up.
Try your best.
I'm on 6.
Well,
Clock spinning.
I think we have our answers. Skeet, fire away.
Don't you want to know who I really am?
Very much
Well, I mean, a
so.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah. It's me, Krampus.
Going gun doesn't work. What do we do?
Oh my gosh! Oh!
Stab him with this candy cane!
Kick.
Candy cane!
Quick! Quick! Stab him with this candy cane, Mrs. Claus!
Santa, wait! Wait, Santa! Come on! Wouldn't this be a naughty thing to do? I mean, sure, I did something naughty by literally doing the exact same thing to you in the cover of night. But can't we work together? Don't you sometimes feel like maybe kids aren't naughty or nice?
Don't believe it.
Maybe they just...
Santa, stab him, Santa, stab him.
Maybe they just have a rough home life or something and...
Krampus! I have no time for your postmodern worldview.